What's up, guys? So I'm starting off with the Benefit Patrol eyeshadow primer. This is the small, like, travel size. I'm pretty sure I got it in my Birchbox a while ago. So I'm just applying this to my whole eyelid up into my brow bone. I really like this product, so I highly recommend it. And once this sample is out, I have to buy the full size because it's that good. So starting out with my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going in with Tempera. This is just for my base, just to set that eyeshadow primer. This is a very important step, by the way, the primer and the eyeshadow base. It'll keep that eyeshadow on all day. So I'm taking the All Nighter Urban Decay setting spray and spraying it on a flat brush, and with this e.l.f. Baked highlighter, I'm going into it with that brush and applying it to my eyelid. This actually took a long time to get the right color. It's a very buildable product, which is nice, but you have no choice but to build on it because it's not very pigmented, which I was kind of upset about. But so yeah, I applied it about 5 times until I got it where I wanted it to be. And I'm just applying this to my bottom lid up into my crease. So in with my Urban Decay Spectrum palette, I'm using Warning. It's a very pretty burnt orange. I'm just applying this into my crease. And again, I'm just building it until it's the color that I want it to be. I'm gonna brush this up and just kind of blend it into my brow bone. And then the ColourPop, this is in Bubbly. This is their Super Shock Shadow. I'm just placing this mainly on where I put the e.l.f. highlighter. Then I'm going back into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette and going back into Tempera and just carving out my brow bone. And then with a fluffy blending eyeshadow brush, I'm going to blend it all together so that it's not such a defined line. Okay, then I'm using Scotch tape about an inch and a half, and putting that on the outer corner of my eye to create a wing with brown eyeshadow. I'm using that just because I don't want to use a dark black, and I really don't want it to be that defined. I kind of want it to be like a soft wing, so that's why I'm using eyeshadow. Going in with, it's called Cypress Umber. It's that, the only brown shade, actually it's the darkest brown shade in the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm just brushing that out very lightly and then blending it with that fluffy brush to make sure everything stays soft. Okay, and then I'm going in with the Venetian Red in that same palette and just kind of defining that my crease. And I'm just defining my crease. And again, I'm blending that into my brow bone. Then I am going with the Flutter Lashes today. This is in Tony. And again, I'm spraying my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray onto a little eyeshadow brush and going into the shimmer in the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. It's called Primavera. Sorry if I'm saying these names wrong. Then on my lower lash line, I'm using the NYX Retractable Eyeliner, and I'm just putting this in my my waterline. I'll get the exact name for you guys. I'm pretty sure it's called Bronze. I'm going to link it below. And then I'm going back into the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette and I'm using Metamorphosis. It's the lightest blue color in that palette. And I'm placing that underneath where I put my eyeliner on my lower lash line. And I'm just reapplying until it's the color that I want it to be. Going in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm placing it on the top just to blend my natural lashes as well as my falsies. These falsies are pretty dramatic already, so I don't want to add too much mascara. And then I'm also putting it on my bottom lash line. Alright, so to start out with my face, I'm using the Murad Oil Control Mattifier. I use this in place of a primer every single day. I know in my first video I said I'm not a very big fan of the primers, the makeup primers in general, but I think in my next video I'm going to try to mix both my makeup primer and this mattifying moisturizer to see how it works. So I'm using the Marcel BB Cream. This is in Golden Glow. I love this stuff. It gives such a pretty color, and it's good if you have dry skin. I'm applying this with a damp beauty blender, and make sure that it is damp because it gives that airbrush effect and just makes it really blend really well. Then I'm using the Saint Laurent concealer. I can't remember what the name of this color is, but I will link it below for you guys. And I'm applying this under my eye. This is like almost like a pen. You have to click the bottom of the applicator in order to get any product out. It's kind of cool. So I'm putting this down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, on my forehead and my chin. I'm blending this out with a damp beauty blender. I have to be honest with you guys, this concealer is actually not my favorite. I've only used it once before. I actually used it on camera, so I kind of forgot how it looked and how it blended. It's just not very full coverage. It's actually very light coverage. So if you're a person that likes to cover up your blemishes and just have that concealer really pop, especially under your eye, I would not recommend this. But if you're looking to try a new product, I mean, go ahead and try it. Maybe it'll work better on you than it did me, but for my skin type, it just didn't seem to blend with my skin very well. So this is a sponge from Sephora. I'm obsessed with these things and they're really cheap. I can't remember what they're called exactly, but I'll try to link it for you guys. This is the Laura Mercier powder. I'm placing that sponge in the powder and just pressing that into my under eye. Then I'm brushing that away after I let it set with a kabuki brush. And then I'm going in with Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation stick. This is in 177. And I'm carving out my cheekbones as well as placing it on my forehead. And then I'm going to blend that in with a damp beauty blender. When you're blending this, you want to blend upwards when you get to your cheekbones and upwards also into your hairline, and downwards when you get to your jawline so it blends in with your neck. So this is the Laura Mercier powder. I'm just carving out that contour that I just did with the cream. Then I'm going to let that set for a while. And I'm going to blend it out with the medium golden. This is the Mineralized Skin Finish by MAC. I'm using my kabuki brush. Brushing that away and then patting my whole face with this foundation. Then going in with my Hula Bronzer by Benefit. I'm going to carve out those cheeks again and also set that cream contour. Doing my cheekbones, doing my nose, my jawline, my forehead. And also blending down to my neck. You want to make sure that you stay above your cheekbone line. Then I'm going in with this Tarte palette. I'm pretty sure this is discontinued, but I think they have something like it on Amazon, so it's still a Tarte palette on Amazon, but I will link it below so you guys can have something similar to this blush. This blush was pretty light, so I had to keep reapplying. Then going in with ColourPop Monster. This is their highlight. It's kind of a cream highlight, so I always use my fingers for this. Placing that down the bridge of my nose, on my highest point of my cheekbone, Cupid's bow, and a little on the side of my face too. You want to place the highlight where natural light will hit those points of your face. Then I'm going over that with the Sunbeam. This is also by Benefit. It's almost like a nail polish, and I'm just placing that right over top, and then again blending that in with my fingers. This just gives a really nice glow. Then I'm going in with MAC. This is in Strip Down. Okay, so I went in with this ColourPop. I don't remember the exact name. Again, will link it below. But I ended up not liking it for this look. It was just too pink. Just not what I was going for. So I ended up going over it with a different color. Okay, and then I'm going back to that Bubbly by ColourPop, and I'm just placing that on the middle of my bottom lip and my upper lip. This just is going to pull the whole look together, since this is also on my eyes. Okay, and then I'm using that same NYX retractable eyeliner in bronze that I used for my eyeliner, and just placing these faux freckles under my eye, a little on my cheek, nose, and that's about it, guys. After I'm done doing this, I'm going to pat that mineralized skin finish right over it, just to give it a more natural look, so the dots, so the freckles are not so defined and harsh. And that is the finished look. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I know this isn't your typical everyday makeup look, but I've been seeing this faux freckle face everywhere and I had to try it, and I have to say I actually like it and I had a lot of fun with it. So I hope you guys did too, and until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.